Dave, well, another long journey for the lads, and back to the scene of your first game in charge, I think.
Yeah, I suppose first game in charge and first false start as a game. Fourth visit to Yeovil this season. Again, some would say one's a long way to go. To go 4 times is not ideal, but obviously important game for us. Important game against the team that have coped with this division really well since their relegation, if you like, and are up there deservedly as one of the top sides. But from our perspective, I wouldn't say don't hold any fears, because we know they're a good side, but we've obviously beaten them on a couple of occasions. So we go into the game again looking to make sure we remain unbeaten and keeping our little run we've had going.
How much emphasis will there be on what happened last time? From our perspective, gives us confidence, I guess. From their perspective, might wind them up a bit, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit of all that. But I suppose, like I say, from our perspective, which is the only thing we can concentrate on, we're a little bit changed in terms of where the team was then and where we are now. Listen, hopefully the result and the performance emulates what we did previously. Well, like I say, we're probably, if we're being dead honest, not at our strongest in terms of personnel, but with that in mind, it gives other people opportunities and opportunities that they've all been striving for, and hopefully they will take.
How testing has it been, with those handful of injuries or more that you've had?
Yeah, it's not ideal. I suppose what it does do, from our perspective, it gives us a chance to look at other things, look at other players, look at potentially different systems at times. But if we were being really honest, you'd love to pick the same team week in, week out and get some continuity in terms of partnerships and units of how people respond to each other and understand each other, but that's not been the case. And that's blue sky thinking. It's never going to be the case really. But I suppose the injuries have hampered us, some more than others, in terms of personnel we've got, and like I say, they've come along at a similar time, which hasn't been ideal, but listen, it's part and parcel of football and dealing with it, and like I say, no one's complaining, because certainly from my perspective and the players' perspective should recognise that we're in a sort of a privileged position in a job that we love doing, and you set challenges, and the challenges are all the fun of it really.
Is one of the challenges this week to recreate what we did in the first 35-40 minutes last week, for the full game? Yeah,
of course it is. I think, listen, I don't think it's going to be an immediate turnaround in terms of being able to play in a certain way and the way we want to play for 40 minutes and then all of a sudden expect to be able to do it for 80 minutes. It's baby steps again, but it's again against a different system, against a different set of players. It's replicating them principles and the philosophies that we want to try and get across, and the way that moving forward we want to try and play. So yeah, that's always the challenge, again against a good side. But like I say, hopefully we've had we can make a point at Dover last week looked like a really good point by trying to get 3 tomorrow.
And we've stopped here. I know we've spoken about it before, but a little stop here to train at Gloucestershire here. I'm sure a few of the lads didn't want to get off the warm coach into this. It's freezing, but how important is this session that you'll do now?
Listen, it's more important with not so much breaking up a journey, but getting a long journey out of lads' legs. We're fortunate that we can travel overnight. We've got a hotel we'll go to where there'll be a pool and a gym. Lads will do their own little bits, but you want to, as much as possible, try and make a normal Friday. Friday sessions are bright. Most of the focus, or most of the prep for the game has been done Tuesday, Thursday in terms of game plan and what we want to do. And today's more of a light session with a little bit of fun, a little bit of enjoyment. Like I say, split the journey up and just get a little bit of fresh air into the lads' lungs.